Hello everyone, I am Rajveer, presently an intern and upcoming VLSI design engineer in MediaTek. So in this video I will be talking about options electronics engineers have after their graduation. Mostly focus will be on students who didn't got very good college for graduation like me. So we will discuss about importance electronics branch have, is it saturated or still there is so much things to explore. What are some few famous career options after BTech in electronics or electrical? We will also discuss about situation of government jobs, PSUs, private job, etc. So with all these points, let us get started. Importance. One decade back, electronics branch got very famous and talents across the country opted for this branch to do their graduation. Some got very reputed colleges and developed their skills too and landed in a good core job. But those who didn't somehow excel in this field because of college or self mistakes or some other situations. So they started to think that electronics have no career nowadays, but it is not true. And after COVID, semiconductor industry excelled even more. So a person having skills which are required in industry and fundamental knowledge of electronics can get job with some smart efforts and learning correct skill set. So click on the I button to know about relevant skill set and courses and also go through various links given in description. So we can say electronics is not over and it cannot come to end because this field have large number of domains and end products. Of these domains are used every moment by people. Whether it's summer, winter or spring, every season we need different electronic tools in our daily life such as AC, fridge, fan in summer and blower in winter. And various products require every single day such as smart machine, smart washing machine, smart TV, mobile phones, Wi-Fi routers, and this list is endless with type of products electronics provide. And also various research and developments across the world going on to make these even more better, more powerful and fast. So this is an continuous innovation and learning field. Even during job one has to learn, grow and create new technologies. Your innovations will be used by entire world. So this field can never come to an end. There might be very less government jobs at present time, but opportunities are there. If one do not discriminate government or private jobs, so there are ample of opportunities present. Now we will see some of these opportunities or domains and required ways to get into. It is true that in past few years, number of government job reduced for ECE engineers drastically. But India is going to focus on semiconductor industry as notified by government. PM Modi inaugurated Semicon India conference yesterday and he want India to be a key partner in global semiconductor supply chain. A huge budget is also announced. So hopefully scenario of government jobs for ECE engineers will get better in upcoming years. As of now, some of the available options are UPSC, AC, RRB, JEE, which usually happens on alternative years, and some electrical boards, some electricity boards requires assistant engineers, but usually vacancies for EACE are less there. To get more information about these, just Google it. There are various YouTube channels already who have provided a strategy to prepare for these government exams. Now, second one is PSUs. They hire through GATE and interview, or sometimes their own separate exam or interview, but vacancies for electronics guys in PSUs are reduced as well. So if you are having very good gate rank, then only you can get these. So after seeing only these two cases, one may think electronics branch is useless, but when private jobs enter into picture, situation is totally different. After CSE, electronics have most number of private jobs and with good packages in reputed companies. Software or IT jobs allow electronics engineers also if they have required knowledge, but is it good to go for IT jobs if you are electronics engineer? So if you have love for electronics, then please make some efforts and you will get same CTC in your core profile too. But if one really want IT career or due to some issues like some family problems, like he want to get job instantly, then he can join it. But if you are thinking that IT have less competition and require less efforts, then it's not the case. It is more famous nowadays, so even mechanical civil guys try for that IT field, and there you need to start from basics of CS. So it will be better if you stay in your core and do some amount of hard work for core electronics jobs. For salary and growth of both VLSI and IT fields, one can watch my older video available on description as well as I button. We will discuss about various core electronics jobs in the end of this video. So to land into these jobs, if your BTech is from tier 1 college, then you can easily make to top product based core electronics companies such as Intel, AMD, Texas, Qualcomm, Samsung, etc. But if your BTech college reputation is not that good and you also want to gain some more knowledge in electronics field, whether it's VLSI, communication or signal processing, you can do your post graduation for top IITs or NITs or BITS. Gate score is required to get admission into these colleges. So salary offered in core electronics side can range from 15k per month to 1 lakh per month depending on skills and college. For freshers, college matters a lot, but one can make in same companies with less payout if he have necessary knowledge. Even after college is not that much reputed or good. And for software jobs, it ranges from 30k per month to 1 lakh for freshers. This range is achievable for average students. If you are really special, then it can go beyond this. So with this, now let us focus on most important part of this video, and that is core electronics jobs. One can make a career in VLSI field. MTech from top colleges or training institute are some of the ways to get into. Another top field at present time is communication and signal processing, as 5G and all is on development phase and Wi-Fi routers are getting more advanced with Wi-Fi 6, 7, etc. These are some upcoming technologies actually. So apart from this, image processing, radio frequency design technology are emerging fields and offer a very good scope to pursue your career. Another field is embedded systems. This is very large field itself. I have done a separate video about embedded system engineers, job, salary, growth and everything. Link is in the description. So after this, there is one more famous field, robotics and automation. So that domain list is endless in electronics. So what I want to say in short is that there are so many opportunities available in core side too for ECE guys, and they can get jobs with some extra effort, like they can learn some skills which are required in industry. As compared to other branches like mechanical, civil, ECE guys get IT jobs easily. As circuital branch somehow relates with CS and IT. That's why for ECE scope is more. So I would like to say, do not get demotivated if you have done your BTech in electrical or electronics. That's what we learn in BTech, and that's the most important lessons of life also. Try until you get. I know problems are there in everyone's life, but we can't solve them by going into depression. So try to improve yourself and be a continuous learner. That is the most important thing. Learn every day something new. That's all. So thank you everyone for watching the video. Stay tuned for the next video. Any doubts? Ask in comment section. Thanks.